Hello everyone, this is Pulcherla Maheshwara Reddy. I am studying secondary ECE at SRIT College. Today I would like to share a video presentation on the sub-course Environmental Science, and the topic is thermal pollution. Introduction. The thermal pollution arises when industries release heated water into natural bodies, disrupting ecosystems. This presentation explores the regulatory framework governing the thermal pollution in US, forcing on the Environment Protection Agency (EPA) role. Understanding these regulations helps assess their effectiveness in protecting aquatic environment and public health. Overview of thermal pollution. So this is the picture of the thermal pollution. Definitions and causes. Thermal pollution is the increase in water temperature caused by human activities, primarily industrial processes. Key contributions includes power plants and manufacturing facilities that discharge heated water into rivers or lakes, alternating natural temperature balances. This disrupting affect aquatic life and water quality. Environmental and ecological impacts. Evaluated water temperatures, reduced dissolved oxygen levels, harming fish and aquatic organisms. Thermal pollution can lead to loss of biodiversity, disrupting of breeding cycles, and increased vulnerability to invasive species. These ecological effects threaten the stability of aquatic ecosystems. So this is the sources and examples. Major source includes thermal power plants, stations, factories, and wastewater treatment plants. For example, cholesterol and Revine power plants of withdrawn cool water to condense steam and return heat water to the environment, causing localized temperature increases that affect nearby habitats. Government regulation frameworks. How does EPA regulates air pollution? So this is EPA stand for Environment Protection Agency. Key regulatory agency focus on the EPA. The EPA is the primary federal agency responsible for regulating thermal pollution in US. It establishes standard, issues permits, and enforces compulsory. Other agencies may also have roles at state or local levels, but the EPA leads the national regulatory effect. Legal biasing for thermal pollution control. Thermal pollution is grounded in the Clean Water Act. What authorizes it EPA to set water quality standards and regulatory pollutant discharge. The legal framework empowers the EPA to implement technological based and water quantity based restriction on the thermal discharges. So this is, you can see the picture how thermal pollution and other pollutions are harming the earth. Regulatory objectives and goals. The goal to minimize thermal impact on aquatic environments while allowing sustainable industrial activities. Key objective includes maintain water temperature within safe limits, protecting aquatic life, and preventing degradation of water bodies used for recreation, wildlife, and drinking. EPA regulations on the thermal pollutions. Clean Water Act provisions. The Clean Water Act empowers the EPA to control industrial water discharge. Includes thermal pollution. It requires permits for discharge that could impair water quality and madness adherence to temperature limits designed to protect aquatic ecosystems. National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, which is known as NPDES. The NPDES permits program regulatory thermal discharges by requiring facilities to monitoring and report water temperature. Permits specific limits on the thermal pollution based on site-specific environment condensation to ensure compliance with the water quality standard. Technology based effluent limitations. EPA sets technology based limitations that require industries to use the best available technological to cool discharged water before release. These measures balance environment protection with economical feasibility, aiming to reduce that emissions effectively. Regulatory objective and goals. The regulatory framework aims to reduce the impact of thermal pollution on aquatic ecosystem while supporting sustainable industries practices. Key objective includes maintaining water temperature with safe ranges, protecting biodiversity, and ensuring water bodies remains viable for recreation and consumption. These goals guide the development of standards and enforcement policies. Case study EPA. Case study on EPA implementation and impact. Specific EPA rules and standards. EPA rules establish numerical temperature limits and criteria for thermal discharge based on water bodies, classification and ecological sensitivity. These standards specific allows temperature increases and require regular reporting, creating a structured framework to mitigate thermal pollution impact across sections. Monitoring and enforcement mechanisms. The EPA enforces compliance through routine inspection, discharge monitoring reports, and plentiness for violence. Real-time temperature monitor technologies and community reporting helps ensure facilities either to permit conditions, forcing conditions, oversight, and rapid response to infractions. Outcomes and challenges in compliance. EPA regulations have significant reduced thermal pollution, include improving aquatic health in many areas. However, challenges remains include technological limitations, complaints, cost, and varying enforcement intensity. Ongoing effects focus addressing their gaps to enhance regulatory effectiveness. Conclusions. The EPA regulatory framework under the Clean Water Act provides a robust mechanism to control thermal pollution and protect aquatic ecosystems. While significant progress has been made, continued advance in monitoring technology, adopting and enforcement are essential to overcoming compliance challenges and ensuring sustainable water quality management. So there are 17 sustainable development goals, and this video present this thermal pollution comes under either clean water protection, sixth one, yeah, clean water and sanitation, and it comes under also 14th sustainable development, that is life below water. At last, thank you.